Hi, I'm Marley. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button if you want. So today I'm gonna start reading Legendborn. I have been meaning to read this for eons, and yeah, I'm gonna do a reading vlog for this because people need to read it, so that's why I'm gonna make a video about it so people can see it and then go might read it. But then also because I feel like I want this video for me because I feel like this book is going to move my body, mind, and soul. Spoiler from ending, Marley, it has bewitched me, body and soul. And I always get like FOMO when I see reading vlogs of books that I loved, and I'm like, oh, I wish I had a reading vlog of me reading that because I loved it, you know? And I think I'm gonna annotate too. Let's get started. So I forgot to mention that this vlog is essentially spoiler free. I'm not gonna reveal any major plot points. I'll talk more about how I'm feeling than like what's happening. Spoiler free, not emotion free. Hello. I am not very far. I literally just read the prologue, and the prologue hit me like, oh my god. Oh my goodness. Like, I've read the blurb. I know the main character's mom passed away in an accident. Right? I knew that was gonna happen. But like, the writing, oh my god, the writing is already amazing. Goodness gracious. I love it. I love it so much. There's so many lines in here that are just so beautiful. And like, I'm just so excited about the writing because Tracy Deonn, your writing is beautiful and gorgeous and amazing, and yeah, I'm gonna go enjoy your book some more. Hello, it's nighttime, Marley, and the big light is on, unfortunately. I don't have any small lights here. But anyways, we're reading. I'm wearing a onesie because I'm tired, and I'm going to go to bed as soon as I decide I'm done reading. I'm on page 44, and I'm really liking it. I stopped annotating as much because I can read so much faster when I don't annotate, and I have a feeling I'm gonna like this and come back to it and maybe annotate it again. If I was to describe this book so far in terms of like other media I've consumed, I would say it is mostly Shadowhunters plus a tiny bit of Girl versus Monster, but all of that if there were black people. And if black people were the main character. It's just so fun. I love it so much so far. Update on page 71, and I've tried to minimize my annotating. I still am annotating a little bit, but I have definitely subsided. One thing, if you're gonna know about me and my reading habits, is I love a good romantic subplot, and Legendborn's romantic subplot is subplotting. Like, I see love interest possibilities, but it's not being overshadowed by the main story. The main story is 120% like the focus, but the romantic subplot, I can see it brewing and I'm so excited. Books with a romantic subplot, better than everything else. Hello and good morning. It's not actually morning, it's afternoon, but it's gloomy out and I've been sitting in bed and I've been reading. I'm on page 132, and there's a line that said, but first you need tea, and I and I tabbed it with a tab that I'm calling Resonates in My Soul. So we need to go get some tea. Like, look at all my tabs. That's a lot of tabs, and I'm only halfway through. Like, oh no, did my bookmark fell out. I have slight Legendborn brain rot. I'm not even halfway through the book, and like, I'm drawing Brie. I was watching a YouTube video, and I'm drawing her. I just love her, and I love this book. Yeah. Between the time you saw me last and now, I have been consuming this book like it's air. I love it so much. If you can see, the tabs continued. I had a little tabbing break last night because I didn't have my tabs right next to me, and I was just like, I don't care, I'm going through this because it's so good. I'm enjoying so much. Goodness gracious. I don't want to spoil things, so I'm gonna like read the back and see what you guys already know if you read the back blurb, because it's on the back blurb, so it's free reign. I'm on page 430, and like, you know, there's so many questions that have been asked and answered, and then the thing that's lovely is like you ask these questions, you get answers, and it only leads to more questions, and oh goodness, everything is beautifully crafted and written. Honestly, I'm already like dying to reread this book again, which is a good sign in my opinion. Like right now, it's looking like a 5 stars for me. I'm so excited to read it, and then I'm so excited to read Bloodmarked after, which you guys will get a reading vlog of, don't worry. I'm gonna go read this some more. Hello, update. I am at page 450, and oh, things are popping off. Things are indeed popping off. The action in this book, mwah, chef's kiss. I love it so much. I started making a bookmark tabbed for Bree being like awesome in fights and stuff, but I'm gonna have to go through and like tab all of the fights because honestly, like some of them are iconic. But I also realized like I'm reading this and I'm like sad for it to be over. Like I know I still have like 50 pages left, but like I'm sad. I want to like, I don't know, I want to be in this moment with this book forever, but also I know Bloodmarked. Like I wanna read Bloodmarked, and then I also wanna like go on TikTok and talk about it, and like talk about it with like every single person I know and convince all of my friends to read it. So I need to finish reading it before I can do that and convince all of you guys to read it so that we can talk about it in the comments, or I can talk about it like I'm debating doing like a spoiler part at the end of the video because I just want to gush about this book so much. Okay. But yeah, 50 pages left. Things are heating up. Oh! I forgot to mention something that I want to talk about that I really admire about Tracy's work, especially like Tracy's work in this book, is that every single character, you don't love every single character. There are the little banes of my existence, but every character, I have a little bit of qualms about one of them, like one of the villains. Their motives are a little bit like iffy, but like I can kind of see it, kind of sort of. I'm a little bit iffy about their motive. It seems a little bit like, I just want to conquer the world, you know, that classic. There is a non-binary character named Greer, and I love them so much, and like they're more than the fact that they're non-binary, which is really fun, and there's a lot of like representation and things like that, but it's always more than just that one thing. Like intersectionality is like a huge part of this book. I feel like it's at the core of it. These characters feel very three-dimensional, even the ones you hate, even the ones you despised every single bit of your being, the ones that you are screaming at, screaming, yelling, crying at. I am speaking from personal experience, because let me tell you, the amount of times I've been screaming, yelling, crying at this book, many times, but also the amount of times I've been like, shrieking of joy at this book, many times. Hello, another interlude from me. I'm on page 470, the end of chapter 54, and like I have full body chills. That entire chapter, like I have full body chills. That is single-handedly the best chapter of anything ever. God, I love this book. I got to the end and I didn't even know I was at the end. Well, I'm done. And I have so many questions. And it was so good. Gosh, it's perfect. Okay, it's not perfect because no books are perfect. But right now in this moment, I feel I will be back with you guys tomorrow when there's hopefully better lighting, and then we can talk book. This is the post credits talk. First of all, let me get out my little scream. I love this book. I absolutely love this book. Hands down 5 stars if you care about star ratings. I have one small slight gripe. And it's not even a gripe. It's just like something that I'm like, you know, you could have made this, like, this could have been a tad bit better. And it's that one of the villains, like, I understand their motives. It's a bit too much like, I want to rule the world, you know? That's the only thing. But literally everything else is absolutely perfect. Oh my god. I loved it a lot. I have a lot of tabs. I want to tab more things. I want to reread this like already, but I'm not going to because I'm gonna start bloodmarked like immediately. I'm gonna go through like my tabbing because I feel like that's kind of cute to like, I don't know. I'm not gonna tell you everything because I don't want to spoil stuff, but I can like give you like what the tabs kind of are. So we have monster lore because you know, I want to keep track of the monster lore. Fluffy and sweet moments because the romantic subplot was romantic subplotting. Resonates in my soul. Comedic moments, and then I had a blue that I started doing that was gonna be for like Bree, the main character, her fights, but I might just make it for like cool fights in general. We're gonna go through some of these and I can tell you some of the fun little annotations I did. Okay, in the first chapter, there has been about like 3 times I said so me vibes. Like on page 11, there's a so me vibes. On page 12, there's OMG so me vibes and so me vibes. There's a I say OMG so emo and edgy, talking about our man Selwyn. I love the characters. Ooh, another thing that I feel like I talked about, but I don't know if I fully said. Bree's friendship with Alice, I love it so much. I love the friendships and I love how the relationships develop and everything feels, I don't know. I love the little like connections and everyone feels very fleshed out and like really 3-dimensional. I don't know, lots of books will have like big cast of characters. This one has a very large cast of characters because there's a lot of people in the secret society that she joins. Like the scope and scale of it is really well done. So we have this understanding that there's a large group of people, like this is a big operation, but also we feel quite similar to Bree where we like feel like we know the people and we have these people that we know, but we also have this understanding that it's even bigger than this, but it still feels real. It doesn't feel hollow. It doesn't feel like a bunch of NPCs running around. There's an annotation where I say, ooh, I already love this magic system, which is so true. This is on page 21. I love the magic system. The magic system, again, very nice, fleshed out. Mostly, there's still a lot of questions about it, but honestly, the magic system questions that were left are like very much the same questions that Bree has, because not spoiling things, but like she has a lot of questions, we have a lot of questions. So we have these like baseline rules that we understand, but also there's a little bit of mystery. Some of the rules are kind of twisted sometimes, and also it's a lot about like who's saying this is the rules. Is it real or is it something that they implemented? And there's lots of like talk about histories and who's writing the histories and who's explaining the histories. Different cultures having different ways of understanding similar things that are happening. Honestly, there's so many things about this book that like have so much room for analysis and interpretation. Like there's so much you can pull from this book. Okay, more annotations. Page 23, I said that this book is giving Shadowhunters and a little bit of Girl versus Monster, but it also gives Avalon High. So Shadowhunters, so good. So good. I loved the show. I never read The Mortal Instruments, but one of my friends at school, she has read The Mortal Instruments and also watched the show. She was obsessed with The Mortal Instruments in like middle school and stuff. And I was obsessed with Shadowhunters early high school, I think. So I loved Shadowhunters. So it's like Shadowhunters plus a little smidge of Girl vs. Monster, which is a Disney Channel original movie, and then also a lot of Avalon High, which was also a Disney Channel original movie that was based on like the Arthurian legend and all that stuff. So if you like mix those all in a pot and then make the main character a black girl, that's Legendborn, but like Legendborn is even better. Like mix that all in the pot, make the main character a black girl, and then add in whatever like secret spices that Tracy Deonn has in her brain that like make thing perfection and masterful writing, and then you have legendborn. When I first meet Nick and Nick interacts with Bree in their first like encounter, I'm like, oh, I love them already. Which romantic subplots. Ooh, about exposition dumps. There are a few places in the book where it gets a little exposition dumpy. A little exposition dumpy. I am 5 years old, gosh. There are a couple places in the book where we get a little bit of like exposition dumps, but honestly, they were like done very tastefully. Like I said, I'm actually enjoying the exposition dump. Like that's another one of my little annotations. Page 66. I love the world building. Page 69, which is already funny. The part that I've highlighted. His smile is so fascinatingly genuine that I probably would have believed him if I didn't know any better. And then I said, I live, laugh, love boys like this. The first time we're introduced to Greer, I have, yes, envy alert. I love you, Greer. It's true, and it never changed. I have a lot of WTF does that mean in this book, because there's so many times where you're just like, hello, what does that mean? Oh, this is something I mentioned during the reading vlog part. There's a line, but first you need tea. And I said a man after my own heart, about this guy, William. Another character that I absolutely love. He's a healer with a boyfriend. And I'm just like, is your boyfriend's name Nico? William? Healer. Legendborn universe. Will. Healer. Percy Jackson universe. Both of them have boyfriends. One has a boyfriend named Nico. The other one has a boyfriend that we don't know the name of. In my head, I am naming the boyfriend Nico. Will and Nico's belong together in every single universe. On page 184, I say, I want to curb stomp him. On page 392, I have a, I love this book so much, oh my god. Over the course of 2 pages, we have shut up / pause with a little heart. We have with a heart, and shut up, period. I love them, period. Not even 2 pages later, I have a Tracy! I love you for writing this. On page 451, we have a little Tracy, you menace. And not a page later, on 452, I have a I love you, Bree, with a little heart. On page 454, we have a shut up, I knew it, it's... Spoiler. Missed the line, out of context, very quotable though. Do you have any idea how hard it is to learn to play the banjo? Nightmare. I can imagine myself saying this, like, about random small things. Here on page 460, we have, spoiler, I'm not okay, Tracy. Then at the end of, I think, my favorite chapter in this book, I wrote, Tracy, I have chills. Okay, I just finished going through all my annotations, and honestly, like, looking back and reading through all my annotations, I caught myself, like, 2 or 3 times actually just going and just reading again. I love this book so much. If you haven't read it, what are you doing? Give Tracy her flowers. She did the thing. She did the thing. So that's gonna be all from me. You guys will see me pretty darn soon with a bloodmarked reading vlog. I'm so excited. I'll probably be in that reading vlog wearing the same outfit, hanging out with Duster, because I'm gonna start reading it like right now. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out, Girl Scout. Bye.
And I never feel my best, I know. Oh, but there's someone